Hello, and welcome back to Alan Wake 2, where Saga Anderson has just rescued Thor from Cynthia Weaver and from the overlap. Um, this case is closed, so Thor is safe. We have also found bolt cutters in the overlap, and we can now that's probably fine. We can now proceed with the exploration of previously unavailable areas. There are a few, most notably around the forest here, not far from Valhalla Nursing Home. I like how these dudes are unfazed that this room is trashed. But yeah, that's okay, I guess. So here is Thor, safe and sound. If we go this way, we find a script page. Cynthia's lamp.
When Cynthia Weaver was downstairs at breakfast, Rose snuck into her room. With all the lamps in the room, it took her a while to find the one with an angel. Luckily, the dream Alan had sent her had been very clear. Rose was certain that Cynthia would not miss one lamp. She had so many. Tonight, Rose would put the lamp in a shoebox and let it sink into the garden pond. That's what Alan wanted. That's how she could help him. The thought made her whole body buzz with joy. Cynthia knew the lamp was missing the very moment she came back to her room. She was overcome by grief. It had been Tom's lamp, one of the few things that reminded her of him. It had not worked in a long time with the cord severed and the light switch gone. But there are other kinds of lights than the ones we can see. The invisible light of the angel lamp had held Cynthia together all these years. With tears welling in her eyes, she didn't see the shadows shifting in the corners of her room.
Shit. But the act of the angel lamp going away seems to be written in edits, so that should have been the real Alan. It's just this whole act looks like something that would have been done by Scratch, in terms that it makes Cynthia vulnerable. It allows the dark presence to get over people who held it at bay previously. It attacks the existing guardians, you know? And at the very least, that's not cool. Though one could also argue that Alan also need, like the real Alan needs the angel lamp in the dark place. I can hear somebody. Bunker Woods. Okay, we should have a stash somewhere over there.
Another cult box.
I need a key. I actually need a key for this one. And oh look, there was another path. Hmm. This is a bit confusing, like where these arrows are trying to point me out. Do they try to point out that the key might actually be nearby? Well, I cannot climb that rock. I do not see anything over here. Like the only thing that is here is this box of paint. This bucket of paint. But this is practically it. There are also other signs here and there, and this is the first place where they contradict each other.
Out of the question! Please!
Where are you? I can't see you, that's the problem.
Crossing a line!
Well, now there's less monsters.
Probably should have used one of these bad boys. Anything on this guy? Huh, surprisingly, yes. Now I was at the sign conundrum, because there is a sign There is a sign. Okay, there is another one. Yet another one. And then this one. A key. Good. Let's open it up. You can't hide from the trees, we're everywhere. Yeah, I saw these things.
Another one of those lunchboxes.
Don't pretend to be anyone or anything besides who you are. 9 manuscript fragments. That is kind of a lot. So the path is a little bit further. Okay. Yeah, but 3 taken at the same time, that is a little bit too much. Let's have a look. Do we have another nursing rhyme around here?
Up next, we have
There is guest call.
lined up. I have it written down here somewhere. What's this say? Jim Figamore. Figamore? Figamore. I know that name from somewhere, but oh, the lion's lighting up, so that could be him. Hello, you're on with Pat Maine.
Hey, it's Terry. I'm at the Elderwood Palace Lodge and there's been a shootout. FBI everywhere. I think somebody's dead. I was working the front desk when bullets just started flying. I had to hide under my desk.
Oh gosh, Terry. Clearly a bit of embellishment on your part. But it sounds like maybe Russ Hammond's been hunting quail in the off-season again.
Quail? You're not listening. They shut up the whole damn hotel. And that's not all. I swear to sweet Jesus Murphy, I saw Alan Wake walk in before it all happened.
Alan Wake. Now, is that one of Mandy May's kids?
Alan fucking Wake, Pat, the writer. You've talked about him on the show. He disappeared years ago.
Disappeared, you say? Okay, this is all coming together now. See, people were calling in about Wendy Davis going missing, but it sounds like they have her confused with this Alan Walker fellow you're talking
Oh,
about.
bad.
Terry, you were there last Sunday at the market selling those cuckoo clocks when I came to visit, remember?
Pat, no.
And who was selling beef jerky in that stall next to yours? Wendy Davis. Davis Family Beef Jerky. Now, how can she be selling me beef jerky on Sunday and be missing since 2010? It's ridiculous.
Now this is just sad.
Wendy's fucking dead. I'm talking about Alan Wake. Jesus, Pat. This is serious. I'm trying to put the warning out. There's something wild going on. I gotta go in case they come back.
Okay, that was Jim Figamore, everybody, and he'll be running for mayor this, wait, no, that was, anyway, that's our show for today.
And we have a script page over here. Rose at bingo night.
Every night was bingo night at the Valhalla Nursing Home. Each time Rose drew a ball from the cage and called out its number, some of the residents shouted bingo, no matter what was on their cards. Some of them sat mute, their cards full, never calling out. Some of them would try to steal the ball from her. Some of them would chastise the others for acting out. It was like herding a clouder of cats. Rose didn't mind. She liked cats. She knew she was where she was supposed to be, with her little Vikings, waiting for the hero to come. Tonight, the residents were restless, more so than usual. Ati was wearing Blum's coveralls again. Tor stood by the phone. Too late. Rose saw the hammer in his hand. The garden lights started to flicker, the darkness and rain pressing against the windows. The time drew nigh.
Yeah. Yeah, if we just go to the right, we should come closer to the nursing home. We do not care about that because we'll proceed further down to the ranger station. Let's see. In terms of weapon upgrades, I need another 2 pieces, right? Manuscript pieces to get a kill shot with perfect accuracy that pulls shots towards enemy weak spots and deals increased damage. Now, in terms of cases, we can update a little bit on the nursery rhymes. No, that is wrong. On the lunchboxes. There is one in the Bright Falls area. Apparently we can find another 2, at least. Now we have another cult stash here in Bright Falls area. And can we update the story? No, that's all for later. So you're saying to me that somewhere over here is a path. Somewhere through the bushes? No way. Up here, perhaps? Oh god, you're not joking, right? Oh, come on. I did not get the code stash right. You did not. Is this not where the path's supposed to start? No, a little bit further. Oh, over here? Okay. The problem with the woods, which is... This problem is kind of on the surface, but you can't see through the freaking trees. So I have no idea where I'm shooting even.
We had a guest lined up. I have it written down here somewhere. What's this say? Jim Figamore. Figamore? Figamore. I know that name from somewhere, but... Oh, the line's lighting up, so that could be him. Hello, you're on with Pat Maine.
Another one of those lunchboxes.
Yep. Then we need to pick up the key. And open up the stash.
Another cult box.
Now we can get back to the main path. Each combat encounter is still so very stressful. But alright, we just bounced off this area. Quickly collected everything that we needed. There is some building in front of us. Maybe some spot where we can save a little bit. That would be nice. I don't think it's gonna be safe haven though. It's just a shack. That's the staircase where we came from. Anything around the shack maybe? Well, if there is, I do not see it. Oh. Oh, that would have been silly to miss. Oof. And that also answers my question that you need to do 3 of them in sequence successfully. And the thermos appears. Okay, so it is a safe place. And we have another script page. So very nice. Bright Falls.
The 81st annual Deerfest was just around the corner. Everyone in Bright Falls was bustling. There were banners to be hung, pies baked, deer masks sold. Bright Falls had made the top 100 American small town lists for its modest rustic charm. The town expected a lot of tourists this year, but a shadow hung over the Deerfest preparations. The forecast promised rain. Fearful whispers promised more murders. The police were on high alert. Sheriff Breaker had deputies patrolling the streets at night. Bright Falls was no stranger to odd happenings, but to cancel Deerfest? Out of the question. The townsfolk were anxious, their anticipation mixed with fear. People had restless dreams. The lights seemed dimmer. Floodwater pressed in on the town, and the shadows poured in with it.
Slightly unsynced subtitles. Hopefully nothing too bad. Since we're in the safety, we can again do this. Let's see. Stashes. And the story, we cannot do anything about it. Let's think about it. A rocket flare? Wait a second, that's new. That is not a thing that I have. Well, you can go away. Let's see. I don't have a flare gun, so you also go away. Clearly I have an abundance of trauma pads, so I can just use one of them. I can at least store 2 of you. Wait a second. I can maybe move like this. And then we'll go like this. Yeah, clearly one trauma pad can be consumed. No biggie. Then we can save, and then we can proceed down the main path. And we have a stash right around the corner, which is of course very useful. Now that is a little bit less useful. Right, I do have enemy drop nowadays. Because of the probably coffee world charm. So I need to find this guy as well. Oh, this guy didn't drop anything. Unless it fell in the ocean. That is possible, of course. Okay,
Another locked box.
let's check.
There's another cult stash.
It just shows light. And light should give me probably some answers. Some clue. What are you talking about? There is nothing. Maybe behind you. Okay. So we have a double triangle down. Hourglass. Okay. Double triangle down and hourglass could be our last symbols. But which one would be the first then? Okay, the open elevator doors. Let's see. Open elevator doors, double triangle down, and hourglass. Yeah. We just got word that the feds have Alan Wake in custody. He came out of the lake. He's dangerous. Everyone be on high alert. We need to take the writer out. Spread the word. Another one of them rocket things, flashbang grenade, and some ammunition for the rifle. That is some good loot, and we need to probably stash it. So let's go and do that. Let's see. I don't have any place for it. Oh shit. And I cannot stash these things either. Conundrum. Single shot flare. Well, it's not like you can equip it, can you? Wait, you actually can? And what does it do? Oh, I see. So okay, just let me think just a little bit about that. Can also grab this, and I need to get rid of the flashbangs as well. So you will get temporarily over here, and the rocket flare as well. Okay. Now we can go further down the woods.
Shadow! Lights seem 81st! Lights seem dimmer. What?
Got two of them pretty good, but not the last one. Okay, that was a handgun ammunition. Hehe. Let's see, anything around in the sand? Oh, that looks like a script page. Koskelas break into the FBC lab.
When the government seized the land around Cauldron Lake and set up their laboratory there, Ilmo Koskela knew they knew something. Together with his brother, they felt obliged to take a look inside. The Federal Bureau of Control Security was a joke. The Koskelas walked in delivering coffee. Back in Watery, they pored over the stack of files they grabbed. The FBC was researching something in the lake, something they called the Shadow. Everyone who went into the lake came back a monster. Hartman had gone into the lake. He'd come back bad. The FBC had captured him, interrogated him. Based on his ravings, Barbara Jagger had gone into the lake as far back as the 60s. She'd come back bad. The writer, Alan Wake, had gone into the lake. He'd faced Jagger, pushed some mystic light switch into a hole in her chest, flicked the switch and gotten rid of her. If Wake ever came back, he was bound to be bad as well.
And that is how Koskelas decided to safeguard the place. Naturally. Oh, we can get to the ranger station soon. See some light over there though. That is probably close to the cloud stash. So maybe I would prefer to go first to the range station. I need to make a habit to use the stuff that I own. Like these single-use flares. The flare rocket. The flashbang grenade could have been useful. Just checking if there is any lunchbox or something similar. There are no markings around on the trees though, so I do not expect to stumble upon the lunchbox.
Must be locked from the other side.
If somebody locked the back door but not the front door, I would be very curious how that happened. Huh. Oh, I know that one. That's for my friend Screwdriver.
Another one of those rhymes.
Let's first see if we can locate maybe an additional door. Cory the Cod, Fish and Tackle. And this would be another, yep, email stuff. And we have our locations around here in Bright Falls. 1 at the station, 2 in the woods. Didn't find anyone yet. 1 in the boatyard. Okay. Because if we are talking about the woods, as in, well, maybe those are the woods, but those are also supposed to be woods. Well, maybe one will be here. Well, another should be here, but I've been there. Didn't find anything. Maybe need to look again. Anyway, in case there is any sort of a password on the computer, I need to keep looking further.
Hello, dear.
All this cabin, like every cabin more or less looks the same. In terms of layout, in terms of items around. I wonder why is that? I mean, they all probably have the same furniture shop around and maybe the same construction team available. So that could be an answer. Okay, many new stations. It has come to my attention, from Dr. Campbell to Michael Vega. It has come to my attention that both of you have left your posts on several occasions while on duty to gallivant around town on personal business. This is unacceptable. You are under strict FBC protocols regarding covertness and confidentiality, and as your supervisor, I am responsible for your conduct at all times. If you find the work boring, too bad. You are to fulfill your roles and duties as I see fit and as the project requires. I am changing your posts. I'll be overseeing the watery area and as it now has the most test sites to cover. The ranger cabin there will be my base of operations. Vega, you are moving to Cauldron Lake's Witchfinders Station. Michaels, you are staying in the Bright Falls Station. I don't want to hear any excuses, but I do need you to acknowledge these orders. Dr. Campbell, acknowledged and understood. And that goes for the both of us, Michaels and me. It really was not gallivanting, as you put it, though, as I was attacked by some rabid animal out there in the woods, and Michaels helped me get medical attention in town. You should know all that if you read your messages, of course. In any case, orders received. Let's have a look at this, shall we? A child needs their mother to keep them safe, and a home as their hiding place. Because outside the monsters roam and chase. When they ring your doorbell, don't yell, don't tell them to go away. Give them treats and pray. They won't rock your house down to the ground. So I see a child, a mother, and a monster. Well, you give a treat maybe to the monster. And then at home you have either a mother or a child.
Okay.
A child. Nope, that's just a padlock. That doesn't count. Alright, that's the stuff. I don't see any further trace though, which is a bit concerning. I don't see it anywhere. It's clearly over here. Okay. It's the other way. It's somebody entered, not left. There's nothing. Oh, a new set of prints. Oh, that's what we're doing. Coffee mug.
Can never have too many charms.
Now let's think a little bit. From the ranger station, the road leads us back. We can take the main road. Take this part. And then try to get to the cult stash. Well, I see the sign of the cult. Yeah, I see the box as well. Can I just go there?
of those cult boxes.
Huh? What in the world? Is this Santa Claus or something? And the chimney, and maybe down the chimney? Are we talking about this building? I guess let's go and check the fireplace. Oh my lord, actually? Okay. You actually really put the key next to the chimney. Okay.
A horror story. Thank God! Broken door!
Well, that takes care of some of my supplies. And now you can go back to your quick slot 3. See, I have 11. Oh, just single bullet. Seriously. You give me 6 shell, but a single bullet. How dare you? And we have a guy over here. Some extra batteries. Oh, okay. Ranger station stash key. Oh my lord. It took me forever to figure out the hint wasn't Santa's butt. Why are we making this so complicated? Just give us normal keys. So I cannot take these ones because apparently I have more than enough. If I discard it, it just disappears entirely, right? You know what? Let's give it a go. This setup. We need to cover this area and then approach the boatyard. This part of the forest is insanely dark. Okay, there is the ranger cabin, so this should be our main path. Oh. Lunchbox. Increased rifle damage incoming.
Another Alex Casey
There you are.
lunchbox?
I was going to leave you some cookies, but I was worried an animal would get into them, so I didn't. But it's the thought that counts, right? Now let's get to the case board. Nothing of that, but out of the tree. Note instructing cultists to take the writer out. Now we have stash in the Bright Falls. Another stash in Bright Falls. We have nursery rhymes in Bright Falls, as well as the list. Now let's also put the lunchbox. And now let's check the weapon upgrades. Long range kill shot.
Saga stood still, emptying her mind, focusing, breathing in, breathing out. She aimed the rifle, ready for the kill shot.
You are still... Yeah, okay. That was good. I believe these all lead to the same one. Let's have a look. Oh, I am not on the main path, as a matter of fact. But this might be the area where I split it from the main path, right? So we can now go maybe this way indeed, towards the safe room, and manage our inventory a little bit. What's that place? Have I been here?
And we're back with the Pat Main Radio Hour. Up next, it's time to make some
Deerfest.
predictions on what parade floats we'll be seeing at Deerfest.
Focused.
This year's parade theme is deer, just like every year, so we're not exactly reinventing the wheel here. But first, I need to address something. I know the last couple of shows took a strange turn, with people coming on talking nonsense about certain people passing away. Listen, I know everybody who steps foot in and out of this town. So I'd sure as heck know if Wendy Davis died or went missing. You know, they say I'm confused. I hear them in the hall murmuring about me. Well, Pat's got a rusty ticker, but my head's as clear as those skies are going to be on the opening day of Deerfest. Somebody's trying to twist this story around, and I don't know quite why. But I'm here to tell you that everything's going to be okay. Wendy Davis is alive and well, and you can rest easy knowing that Wendy Davis's family beef jerky will be available this Sunday just like it always is. Now, with all that settled, let's talk about the what was it we were talking about? Deer. Yes, something deer. Hold on, let me think real quick. Right. So first, I just want to mention that I know the last couple of shows took a strange turn, with people coming on talking nonsense about certain people passing away. Wait, did we talk about this already? I think we... No, I definitely said this already. But it was a great topic lined up with... I'm so sorry. It's just not coming to me. Perhaps we need to end it here for now. We'll pick this up later. Deer. It had something to do with deer. I know. I wrote it down. Why can't I just What was it? Maybe Norman took my notes. Oh, gotta see Norman. Gotta see Norman.
The way things take their turn with Pat are actually rather terrifying. Come on. Eh. I believe this one I picked up already. Yes, this one is open. And right over here is our safe place. Shoebox. I have no place anymore. I just quite literally there is no place for anything anymore. I mean, I could try to do this. Now I can at least take this thing, right, and maybe store this thing. Let's think. Down the main path and to the boatyard. Should be this way. So this is our path to a ranger cabin, like another path, right? Oh, maybe we do have another lunchbox over here.
More of those kids' lunchboxes.
Remember that the story won't let anything bad happen to us unless it's good for drama. And we do have another nursery rhyme.
There's a rhyme over here.
No new dolls, however, right? None that I can see, at least. Not here or there, so let's see. To the beach, a child went wandering. Pretty shiny rocks she's gathering, but from the water a monster rose, a horrible beast with a pointy nose, a flapping wing and dragging toes. But the child was wrong. It was her mother all along, on a boat, grabbing a towel that's already gone. Ooh, that's gruesome. So there was a child and a mother in a boat, right? Was there a monster in the water? Yes.
Oh shit. Look at that. Another charm.
Increases effectiveness of painkillers and trauma pads. Damn it. Yeah, so this beach is not necessarily connected to anything. It's just there. This is the path. Alright. It should be the boatyard that I was aiming for, right? Yeah, I think this area was flooded and that's where, like, this was the part as close as I was able to come in earlier. Oh, hello there.
And another lunchbox.
And a script page. That's more important. Rose receives a message.
Rose woke up from another dream from her idol. Another message. All through her morning routine, she was humming happily. So happily, she realized she was starting to forget what Alan had told her. Something about a hero who would come to save them all. And the hero... Rose frowned. This won't do, Rose Marigold. You know better than to forget. Something about knitwear. The hero liked it? Rose nodded, determined. She'd use the knitwork to guide the hero to the secret stashes she had hid in the forest to help them. Knitwear to mark the spot. Alan will love that, she thought. Now she only needed the knitwork. Rose thought hard. Mandy May was always knitting. Mandy May would help her.
It was Deerfest floats. Okay. The woods were dark. I held my breath. I could hear heavy footsteps out among the trees. I was scared. My heart beat in my chest like a small bird fluttering against its cage. I shivered. I was cold too. I saw a shape emerge from the trees. It was a menacing large shape, a bad shape. It looked at me with evil, glowing eyes. I gasped. No, it had seen me. It growled and lurched toward me. I ran. I ran and ran and ran until running became too hard to do. I couldn't run anymore. So I stopped. I could feel the monster's hot breath on my neck. I was too afraid to turn around. It was about to get me. I was a goner for sure. I ran again. I'd never been so scared. Not ever. This was the end. I wished someone, anyone, would come to save me. Let's get back to the boatyard. So I know that there are plenty of containers around, but I literally have no space. Like, absolute zero. So unless I'm able to find another safe house to stash my stuff, I don't see how I can do anything.
Main here. Sorry for the late start on my today's program. I took a little hike to clear my head, and you know that fresh mountain air really does wonders. But I just couldn't seem to find my way back. I know that trail like the back of my hand, but it's somehow different now. Everything's changed. I'm starting to feel like I'm the only one who remembers how it used to be. All I kept thinking was, I need to find my way back. Find my way back. My way. Anyway, we're here now, and I'm proud to announce that our show has a new sponsor.
Not the beef jerky.
So the Pat Main Radio Hour is now brought to you by... Jesus, it was on the tip of my tongue. Maybe I wrote it down somewhere. Oh, all these notes just say Wendy Davis over and over. I know that name. Who is that? Well, for now, we'll just say the sponsors Coffeeland and give them a plug here. Coffeeland? Is that right?
Coffee World.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm feeling a bit out of sorts today. I took a little hike out around Mirror Peak to clear my head. That fresh mountain air is usually
You're
just
going in
wonders,
circles again.
something happened out there. What was it? Something happened. What was that? What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. Maybe we can come back to that later. Yes. Let's get to our first guest on the show here. Who do we have on the line? My paper here says Wendy Davis.
It's all that it
Wendy,
says.
you're on the line with Pat Main. Wendy, are you there? Must have a connection issue. We'll try to get hold of Wendy later on, you know? You know what? I think I remember where I know that name from. Yes, it says right here, Davis Family Beef Jerky. That must be our new sponsor. Apologies to Wendy for the confusion.
This is honestly terrifying to
I
listen.
went out for a hike earlier to clear my head.
Oh
in that fresh
no.
mountain air, and ever since I've been feeling like... Do you ever feel like everything's spinning in a circle and you're trying to just keep your finger on it? I must be reacting to the humidity from all that rain. But usually, when I get a headache like this, it means sunshine is right around the corner. So we can all look forward to some good weather just in time for Deerfest. Up next, we have a new song from a local musician. This is a song by, what's it say here? Wendy Davis. We'll be back after this.
Oh, Pat.
Get it together, Pat. Breathe. Just breathe. you out there. All right, look around. Make a list of what's real, just like he said.
Who?
A filing cabinet, microphone, computer, chair, soundboard, sticky note. Breathe. Oh, breathe. Breathe. You're okay. This is real and you're okay. Lamp, bed, coffee mug, microphone. No, I need some air. I need to get back. I need to get back. Need to get back. I need to get back.
Hello? Anybody there? Oh, I will hang up now.
Christ almighty, this is like so scary to listen to. Do we have... Yes, we are supposed to have the safe place in the lodge. Which means...
Another rhyme.
Yes, we can find a rhyme here. And we can store our stuff nearby.
Another cult stash?
Yeah. Let's just hold on to it for a while. Let's go save our game. We will try to arrange the inventory as much as it is possible. I don't think it will be that possible though.
Oh, hello there.
They cleaned up the room, right? Yeah, they cleaned it up pretty good. Is that a page I see? No. Yeah, that part is still bloody. Hey. Wait, what? Oh. Oh yeah, that is probably an easier way. See, I have a bunch of trauma pads, right? Right. So, we need to nip this thing in the bud. How do we do this? First and foremost, I cannot use the trauma pad, which is cool. Cool. Is it time for me to simply start discarding this stuff? I don't want to resort to that. What would that tell about me as a person? On the other hand, look at this crap going on. Let's at least try to be careful about what we're discarding. I mean, coffee mug charms feel like they're so... like, you can discard them, right? Yeah, so they are not considered to be unique, so you can discard them easier. Some of these, however, no, they are unique. That is also nice, because I don't like storing them either. Let's see. I can take one extra trauma pad to use it and then get it away. I can use extra flares, like open up a few encounters with flares so that they can go away faster. Let's see. Yeah, but other than that, for now, let's keep it at it. Let's see, quick save, manual save, and we are covering over our initiation. So, we have another nursery rhyme in the boatyard. These are bunker woods. We found one rhyme over here and another in the ranger station. So do we think that another rhyme could be somewhere in this area? We've been there, we found a nursery rhyme over there. Perhaps that is the one that they meant. Because if I go to the case mode, do I miss only one of them? Rhymes. Right, false. There were two in the woods, one in the ranger cabin, one in the yard. Okay, I'm still missing one in the woods. You can barely make it out what this thing says. It's so bad that I cannot zoom these things in. You're saying bunker woods, and then boatyard. We do know about one in the boatyard. That's true. That is this one. But we do not know about the other one in the woods. I would rather not to backtrack all of that area and to check where it is. I hope that I simply missed it, maybe somewhere over here, like this area, for example, is not covered. There are no paths, no anything, but like it's actually said bunker woods, so it could be there. I'm not sure if I have investigated this area. I believe this is more or less the place where the wolves got me, so I might have gone over here, but not this one. Somewhere here, yes, here was a radio with a pet main, some lunchbox here and there. Yeah, I'm thinking that it's either here or here. So it's not far from the boatyard, which is good. And then we will need to get access to all the locked places around the downtown. Maybe one of the stashes will have an extra bag. That would be like mega helpful. For now, however, we wrap it up here. Thank you so much for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay. And if that is the case, then please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.